Good morning, everyone. This is Auntie Jean, and our Teri has been ill. I haven't heard from her since yesterday evening when I told you all. Good morning. So if she wakes up later and comes on, I'd be so happy, and so would you. So, but the last I heard from her, she was on her way to her sister's, and she had kind of a rough night. So she took a nap for about 3 hours, and she felt well enough to drive, but she's not eating anything because she's afraid of her stomach. So she never let me know if she got there, and I meant to call Ruth last night because I figured if she contacted anyone, it'd be Ruth. So I will try to do that later on. Since I'm doing this, I'm having trouble figuring out if who's here or who's not, trying to see the messages. Oh, well, no, I guess that's me. I got excited because it said that Good Morning Cuppa was on, and I thought it was Teri, but apparently it's just me. But anyhow, so I just wanted to open it up because I know some of you really love to speak to each other in the morning. And even though I try to see the comments, I don't know where the comments are. She was going to teach me, but we haven't had a chance. So I don't know if you're out there or not. But actually, if someone's out there, if they could message me, then I would know that they're out there. But anyhow, I just wanted to start the meeting and let you all have a start with the Good Morning Cuppa. Honestly, I'm worried about Teri. She said that when she got to her sister is a PA, a physician's assistant, and so she was going to take her to the doctor. And so let's hope she sees the doctor and everything is well. Normally she starts with the heart-brain connection. Well, actually, she usually starts with the music, but I don't have the music. If Grace Isis, oh, wonderful. Thank you, Susan. Thank you. If Grace Isis is out there, if you can come on, that'd be just wonderful. Or anybody else, to be honest with you. Let's go ahead and start with the heart brain because that's the way Teri starts, and we'll get that sense of peace in us, I hope. So the way we do the heart brain is, first of all, we put our hand on our heart, and because when we do that, that's where we're focused. And then what we're going to do is to visualize the connection between our heart, where the divine lives, and the love, and all the beauty. And it's going to go up the back of our spine to our brain. And once it gets to our brain, it's going to knock out all the worries, all the anxieties, all the illusions that this this world puts on us. So next, we're going to take in a deep breath slowly to the count of 5. And exhale slowly. And then with our next breath, we're going to bring in all the love, all the beauty. Think of a pet or a person or a time when you were extremely happy. And we're going to bring that up to our brain. And we're going to find that place of peace. And we're going to stay there for a moment. And then we're going to do our I ams. So stay in love and peace for a moment. I am so grateful for this family. I am love and forgiveness. And I am a spark of the divine. And I am peace. And I can't read your I ams unless you message them to me because of my inability. But we're going to dedicate this meeting to Teri and to her getting better. And we're going to pray for her and all her family and all of our family who's going under different kinds of trials. And they're actually challenges. And right now we have a lot of activity going on the other plane, the astral plane. We have gates that are opening up. We have downloads coming in, and it sometimes makes us a little bit confused, or we don't know why we're unsettled. Well, that's a lot of it. Don't feel bad about it, because that means that you're picking up that energy. And some of it is going to be very important to us. So we do want to be open to it. So I'd like to start off by reading something I found on I don't know how to say her name, Monserta Angels. She's a light worker that Teri's been having on a lot. We've been having her leave us messages. And I got this message off of her site. And it just resonated with me so much. And I thought that you all might enjoy it too. It's called I Ask God. And it says, I ask God to take away my pride. And God said no. He told me that it was not something that he had to take from me, but that I had to give it up. I asked God to grant me patience. And God said no. He told me that patience is the fruit of adversity. It is not granted, it is conquered. I asked God to give me happiness, and God said no. He told me that he gives blessing. The happiness, it depends on me. I asked God to spare me the pain, and God said no. He told me that pain and suffering take me away from the worldly concerns and bring me closer to him. I asked God to make my spirit grow, and he said no. He told me that I must grow personally, but that he would prune me from time to time. I asked God if he loved me, and he said he did. He told me that I only have to open my eyes to contemplate the creation, and by giving thanks, I would find his love. I asked God to help me love others as he loves me. And God said, you are finally beginning to understand. So I thought that was beautiful because a lot of times we see our trials and we say, why God? Why God? You know, why me? But what it is they're lessons, they're challenges that we have to overcome. And the changes are inside of us. That's where they have to come from. Teri likes to say that you'll see changes when you change yourself. And that is so true. And you know, we are learning how actually to bring our higher self into our hearts. And then we'll be in the fourth dimension. And a lot of people are already there. We know Teri's there, and I know Karen's there. And what it is putting that love of God in your heart for everyone. And that's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing because then we see the beauty in everyone and everything. And I think God will take care of Teri for us because he loves her so much, just like he loves all of us. So I really don't know all that I want to. Oh, I have a message. Oh, that's probably Susan. She said we are here. I haven't heard from Teri, so I don't know. But let's see. Let's go ahead and somebody text me a subject that we can talk about because I don't know what to talk about. I love, if you notice my background, this is the redwood forest. Now, there are two types of redwoods in California. One are really tall, but they're kind of thinner. The other ones are they're tall too, but they're also extremely wide. We went to Yosemite and we went to Sequoia, and they're different. They're a little bit different. And then the redwoods along the coast this is what this is. The redwoods along the coast in California. And they're both have been here since before Jesus walked the earth. And so I always feel like they're the wisest old elders when I see them and I touch them and they feel warm. You know, it's funny, you touch them. Of course, everything feels alive, but they feel so vibrant with energy. And I wish they could talk because if they could talk, maybe they could tell us a lot of things that they've seen. And, you know, God created everything beautifully, but I've always couldn't understand why he would create a tree that would live for thousands of years and we die. You know, in about 80, we die. And, but there's reasons for everything. And now I know that we don't ever die, that we are eternal. And I'm so convinced about that I'm not scared of death. And that might not mean much to you, but when you're my age, it does. It really does have an effect on your life. It frees you to where you can be happy every day and you can just realize that you're going to live forever. And so you want to learn and do as much good as you can while you're here. And then you move on to your next step. So we've had quite a few losses lately, but those people are doing what they're supposed to do, just in a different room. And lately I've been saying this a lot, and I hope it doesn't offend anybody, but in the Bible, Jesus told us that my Father's house has many rooms. And I wasn't truly understanding that scripture when I was studying it, because I thought, well, does that mean there's different heavens? Is there? I don't understand. But now I think I do understand. It means that we can be in various places. We can be on earth, we can be in the divine realm, we can be, and we're all in the same house because we're all the same family, and we're all made of the same product, come from the same source. So that's what it means, that he has many rooms in his house. Let's see, we have someone say, could we share some stories about blessings we had with Teri, like meeting her, etc., or how we got to the kappa? Oh, what a beautiful idea. I would love that. Okay, let me tell you how I met her to begin with. It had just started, the COVID pandemic, and I was really low. And most of you know me for a while, so you know I've always been close to God. But that doesn't mean that I always had the same amount of trust and faith that I have now. So I would be, why God? Why? And so I was searching. I was on the internet. I was looking for something that would resonate with me, that would make me feel like I was getting an answer. And I think it was her first time on that she decided to do morning cup from the river, morning on the river. And I listened to her and I thought, oh, I agree with that. And I agree with that. And I've always thought that. And so it made me really curious to find out that, I could never understand why some religions excluded certain ones. And some said, oh, you had to do this, or you had to be perfect, and so you could be saved or whatever. And so it just resonated with me as a truth. So I kept going in and I kept going in. And she really hadn't established it as a morning program yet. In fact, I'm listed as one of the founders. And it was like my life began, because I've always had this love for the spiritual world, for the angels, for everything. And nobody seemed to understand that. And people kind of looked at me as odd. And so it gave me a freedom to be myself. And I think that probably happens with some of you. Since I can't see the comments, if you want to write your story into the messages to me, and I'll get the messages and I can read it out for you. Oh, that was Susan who said that. That's great. Oh, yay, I got the messages. Oh, that was Susan who said that. Wow. Oh, thank you, Andrea. Hi, Andrea, Kathy, Tammy. Oh, bless you all for being here. Okay, I've got to do something a minute because There we go. I had two lines open, and it was, well, I still have two lines open. Okay, I hope I haven't lost you all. So I'm kind of confused right now, but we'll see. We'll see what's going on. Yeah. Kathy, can you tell me if you're still seeing me or anything? Okay, I think maybe I've got it. I hope. So anyway, please give me your stories so we can share them. That'd be wonderful. Okay, I never said I was a technology genius, and that obviously is proving true right now. No, I would appreciate it if someone who knows what they're doing would come on with me. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna wing it. But the main thing that I wanted you all to know is that Teri was on her way to see a doctor, we hope. And I will let you know as soon as I hear anything. But you know, sometimes when you're not feeling well and you're busy going to see a doctor and stuff, you just don't have time to let people know. So we're definitely not holding it against her. All we're doing is praying. So I would like to do at least one more thing to before I leave is let's say a prayer that anybody who wants to put in prayer requests, you can hold them in your heart or you can type them here to share with everybody. It'll, you know, it'll still get to our Father. And especially we want to pray for Teri and all our other family who's suffering. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and say the prayer. Keep your prayers in your heart because God hears them. Sometimes he hears them. Well, all the times he hears them, even if we don't say them out loud. So, dear Father in heaven, we approach you so gratefully for all the love you have given us and all the wonderful creations that you have made, including us. We would not have life if it wasn't for you. And you have given us eternal life. Such a gift. Why do you create? You create out of love. And when you love, you want to share. And that's what this family does. We share our love every morning. We share our love every day. We hold each other in our hearts. And our hearts become full with love because that's where you are. And you are pure love. So what we want to do this morning is ask a very special request. We request that you help our Teri. You help her to get better and come back to us. We ask you to help her overcome whatever it is that's been haunting her, embodying her. She is sort of the glue that holds us together. Although we all love each other, she's our mama, and we really, really need her. We ask that you bless the whole angelic family, the whole Peace for Peace. And really, we ask for you to bless everybody in the world. If everybody could just accept your love, open their eyes, and be grateful for what you have given us, we would truly have peace on the earth. We thank you for all the things that you have done for us, and we ask that you particularly help those who are in distress, their families who are having problems, like all families do, and those who are ill, give them strength. Help us all, and never let us forget how much you love us and how much we should be grateful to you and all your angel orders. Amen. Thank you, everyone. I really needed to do that for Teri. You know, when I do the heart brain, I always see this beautiful light coming from above and going straight into my crown chakra and just filling me and then resting in my heart. And I think that's the kind of feeling that we all have to have. And most of you have it, I know, because you all are so beautiful. But if we could just get the rest of the world to realize that that love is what's going to save us. Everybody thinks that money or fame or all these things would save us. None of that's going to save us. God is the only thing that will save us, His love, and our love, showing it to other people. And yes, we want peace on the earth, but we're also willing to help that come along by being an example, for one thing, and then maybe talking about it with others and just fulfilling our purpose here on earth. We all have a reason to be here. We're all an important piece in the puzzle. And that puzzle is coming together slowly by slowly. And like we say every night in chanting, we're seeing it on earth. We're seeing some of the kindness, some of the care for each other that we hadn't seen before. It's increasing. And I've noticed, I do watch the news occasionally. I don't like to just sit and watch the news. And if it's about politics, I just click the channel. But I do watch the news, and I have noticed how many more animal stories that they're having on. Animals helping other animals. Animals showing love to humans, showing love to other species. So it's here, that peace is here. It's in activation. But like all things, sometimes it takes a while to grow. And what we have to do is have the patience and the faith to know that it's here and it's coming, and soon it'll be permanent. So I kind of want to leave you with that thought. And if I have to do this tomorrow, I don't hope not. But if I do, not because I don't like doing it, I love you all so much, but just because I want my Teri back. And I will try to be a little bit more prepared for it. And I just want you all to know that I love you all so much. And we're a miracle. This group is a miracle. And if nothing else, give you faith this group should give you faith, you know? And I can't help but believe that the people in this group have been together forever. I think through lots of lifetimes and a lot of different phases, I think we have been together, loving each other and helping each other. And our purpose now is to show it to the world so they too can do the same. So what I would like you all to do is let's do our love circle, and just picture that everyone is in this love circle, all of them that you know, and all of them that you feel, all of them you know are here wherever we are. And we are in this circle, and we are generating love one to the other, such strengths that we're passing on to each one of us. And I want you to do as we always do, and turn to the person on your left and start the telephone of love. Thank you. I love you. You see it going around, and when you see it coming around, then you feel it too. So, thank you. I love you. I know I started late and I'm ending early, but at least we got a little bit of the morning to touch each other and love each other. And everybody have a beautiful, beautiful day. Namaste, you all. Love you. Bye-bye.